A father was driving with his kids. Seconds later, he was shot dead in cold blood. And now, his ex-wife is linked to a murder-for-hire plot.
I had nothing to do with it.
Let's begin the story of what really happened.
The prosecution of Shanna Gardner and Mario Fernandez for the murder of Jared Bridegan has stalled, following a sudden plea withdrawal by the confessed shooter, Henry Tenon. By losing their star witness, the state has been forced to sever the trial, discarding years of evidentiary planning to pursue the defendants in separate courtrooms. The investigation began in February 2022, after Microsoft executive Jared Bridegan was gunned down in a staged ambush on this Jacksonville Beach road. Detectives arrested Henry Tenon nearly a year later. By March 2023, he agreed to plead guilty and testify against the individuals he claimed hired him. This agreement was intended to prove Mario Fernandez financed the hit and Shanna Gardner provided the motive. State attorneys plan to use Tenon's live testimony to present a unified narrative to a single jury, trying the couple together. Every piece of evidence was gathered with the expectation that Tenon would be available to narrate the sequence of the crime. That strategy collapsed in February 2026 when Tenon withdrew his plea, claimed his prior statements were false, and refused to testify. Without Tenon, the state lacks a witness to connect Gardner's motive directly to the moment the trigger was pulled. Evidence specific to Gardner is now inadmissible in Fernandez's trial because no witness remains to bridge the legal gap between organizers and the shooter. The judge has now severed the cases. Prosecutors must prove the same conspiracy in 3 separate trials without their primary insider. The state attorney's office now faces a tripled workload. They are required to conduct 3 distinct, resource-intensive murder trials instead of 1. Proving Gardner's role now requires an entirely different set of witnesses and exhibits to satisfy evidentiary firewalls that were previously unnecessary. If Tenon is ever called to testify in the future, the defense can now use his own claims of false testimony to undermine his credibility before a jury. The prosecution has lost its narrative momentum, moving from a single, streamlined trial to a series of fragmented and uncertain proceedings. Prosecutors have responded by taking the death penalty off the table as they prepare for the first of the separate trials. Jury selection for Mario Fernandez is scheduled to begin in August.